Thank you so much. Please join me in welcoming Sonja to the stage.
Hello, I'm Sonja Michaluk. I am deeply honored to be here for my Conservation Communities Initiative, which includes my genetics bioassessment method and water monitoring microbiology lab extension. This allows communities worldwide to make informed environmental decisions and manage and preserve the wetland ecosystems that are a valuable drinking water source. I would like to congratulate the other 5 awardees. I am so proud to be included in this group of dedicated individuals and activists. By 6, my childhood stream splashing took a professional turn, and I began volunteer water monitoring. Carefully, I plucked wiggling worms, moving midges, dancing damselflies, and squirming simulids from the net. Peering through a microscope, paging through taxonomy books, I was pleasantly lost in this microecosystem. My quest for protecting life without a voice led me to explore with an ethnobotanist when I was 8, learning deep connections between our society, plants, and animals, and the ecosystems in which we live. In areas that I had walked by countless times, I suddenly saw safe corridors for animals and headwaters to public drinking water sources, so much that we simply do not see. As I learned about the creatures at the base of the food web, I started to see impacts of human activities. I noticed a decrease in biodiversity, spotting dead clams and frogs. Witnessing the decline of a once pristine place that I had known at a young age had a very strong impact on me. I was inspired to make a difference. I began a myriad of endeavors, researching stormwater runoff, developing devices for monitoring stream health, creating a database, and a mathematical model. I created educational curriculums on everything from bioassessment to bivalves, and ran programs across several states, reaching thousands. When I was 10, one of the last undeveloped glades in a nearby ridge was targeted for a natural gas pipeline. I researched and learned about the potential for ecosystem harm. This launched me into public meetings as an advocate for wetlands. After registering to speak at a public hearing with the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, I trembled with fear waiting for my turn at the podium. Picturing my favorite salamanders with their gentle gazing eyes, I managed to stay calm. Facing down this fear was inspirational, and I was told this room was so full of opinions, you were the only one who brought data. So I learned early how scientific data makes an impact, and was glowing inside after hearing my efforts made a difference. They tunneled under the stream and worked in the existing 55 feet right-of-way. This preserved over 100 trees at just one site. Just think of all that carbon sequestration. Working as an environmental advocate, you quickly learn that not everyone is on your side. "I'm not listening" were the words of the zoning board chair. I had led careful preparations of statistics and heavily researched facts, all stopped by this intractable bureaucratic barrier. However, the community was behind the data. Students, professors, financial analysts, ecologists, lawyers. Community involvement prevailed. Acres of wetlands were preserved. Working to identify over 10,000 benthic macroinvertebrates and being active in the Society for Freshwater Science and the Entomological Society of America, I began to see the limitations of bioassessment methods. I set out to adapt precise genetic techniques and develop a new bioassessment method, one that helps us to understand and manage our freshwater resources with increased accuracy, precision, and statistical power. From there, I founded a microbiology lab called GEMS, or Genetics Entomological Monitoring Station. GEMS makes genetics technology accessible, allowing communities to understand and manage surface water quality and ecosystem changes, informing better land use and policy decisions. I want to pause to most sincerely thank my mentor for over a decade, my compass, Dr. Patricia Shanley, my workshop attendees, and my students who spend hours in the field, everyone at the Watershed Institute, Dr. Maggie Braun and Dr. Edmund Russell at Carnegie Mellon University. I am so appreciative of the New Leaders Initiative and the Earth Island Institute. These individuals nurtured my belief that access to clean water and green spaces are a fundamental right. We have strong incentives to extract and develop natural resources. This is great for our economy in the short term, but needs a counterbalance to avoid the tragedy of the commons. where individual self-interest leads to poor management of shared natural resources. Costs of restoring ecosystems can be orders of magnitude greater than the profits from exploiting them. We need data and science to be the language of the debate on managing natural resources. I envision communities engaged in stewarding ecosystems, protecting drinking water sources, so their benefits are available to everyone, even the salamanders.